Hello everybody,
Hello.
my name is Darren,
I'm Graham.
and we have been to see the Secret Service, or Kingsman the Secret Service as it's called.
It's cool. Yeah.
Well, it is now. It was originally Secret Service, and then everything's got to have an title franchise name.
Yeah. Well, it needs like one signifier title.
It could have been the Secret Service, and then if they make another one, that's the Secret Service, the Revenge, or whatever.
I quite like the name Kingsman though.
I'm not a big fan. I liked it as just the Secret Service. It was nice and simple. Kingsman just means nothing unless you watch it.
You don't like the monarchy either, so I think you're naturally kind of against.
I hadn't thought of that, but that's true. Anyway, tell us what it's about.
Essentially, some kid joins a Secret Service.
Yeah, he doesn't mean to. Colin Firth is a spy who sort of takes him under his wing and
sort of
shows him the world, and the kid's got to go through several tasks to get a job.
Show you the world.
Yep.
Peter Andre, you remember?
I do, that was better than the Pierre Andre Jordan version.
I keep trying to convince you I'm going to sing it.
Anyway. Well, it's better than Jordan. What did you think of said film?
Brilliant, mate.
Bloody
to be
brilliant.
honest, I mean, I know I say that a lot on these videos and stuff, but
out of 60, what would you give it? Work out.
Well, like 58.
Oh, I'd have given it 57, but whatever. Wrong.
I'm easily swayed.
What did you like about it?
Everything, really.
Everything?
The colours.
Oh, yeah.
Most of the shapes.
Which shapes did you like the most?
Some of the noises. Some of the shapes were quite like rectangles, but rounded on the corners. They were quite good.
You thinking about the guy's penis?
Maybe, if that's what that was. Was it pink?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah. No, I didn't like that bit. But the rest of it was really
no penis in it, that was a trick.
I was thinking of a different penis. No, it's excellent. It's kind of like, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
Probably, but it's a bit like Kick-Ass.
Yeah.
But British, and that's essentially the main difference.
Well, yeah, and also Kick-Ass is Kick-Ass for superheroes, and Secret Service is Kick-Ass for spies.
James Bond fans, yeah.
James Bond fans and James Bond films.
Oh yeah.
It's a proper rip-off, but in a good way. It reminded me a lot of Austin Powers.
Why? What makes you say that?
Well, because it was
also, no, I don't think so.
Okay.
What was your point that I disagreed with?
What was what? My point.
Well,
You said that Secret Service was a better film than Skyfall, and I scoffed at you.
No. Just now.
What?
No, I'm not talking about previous conversations. You just said something I disagreed with.
I said that Secret Service reminds me a bit of Austin Powers.
Right. No. But, you know what? Forget it. I was talking about before that, but forget it. If you're not going to keep track, like I'm not, then forget about it.
Okay. So where should we go from here?
Wherever you like. What did you like about it? You thought it was like Austin, but why did you think it was like Austin Powers?
Because it was sort of a tongue-in-cheek deconstruction of the Bond franchise, but
of a different style.
Well, I think it was the same style. They're both sort of going for the Roger Moore angle of the Bond films.
Do you think?
Yeah, the silliness and the over-the-topness. But I think that Austin Powers is more obviously a spoof, whereas Kingsman could just be a franchise of its own.
It should be.
That is massively in the shadow of Bond. Which is, what it intends to be. That's not criticism.
Yeah, I mean, it's in the shadow of Bond because it's not as good as Bond films.
I
agree.
Most
Bond films.
Yeah, I agree.
But
it's better. I'm going to say something controversial. Better than Die Another Day. Don't even argue that.
I really like Die Another Day.
No, you didn't. Did you really?
There's a lot to it that I did enjoy. I mean...
Yeah, the end. It ended and we could never have to...
Is that the one with Halle Berry?
Yeah.
She was good.
Well, she's not bad, but it's not a good film.
She's a proper thespian.
Anyway, let's talk about Secret Service.
Okay, alright, fine. There was a bit where they do a bit like Tomorrow Never Dies, where he controls a car with his phone.
Oh, if we're going to go through the film and
no,
notice all the Bond references...
No. There is not
also, there
enough
was a
time.
bit where there was a spy wearing a tuxedo. That was a bit like James Bond. That was a bit like Dr. No.
Yeah.
And then there was the spike in the shoe. That was from Rush with
fine.
Love. Let's go through the
No, it's fine. We don't need to. It's fine. We haven't got the time. But
I've got the time. I'm going anywhere.
No, you're not. But so what was it? What? I don't know what to say.
Well, what did you dislike about it then?
What? Why is that the obvious thing to say?
Just it's something, innit? Jesus Christ.
I couldn't think.
You couldn't think. Well, that's you in a nutshell.
No, this is me in a nutshell. We'll come full circle.
Yeah, broken clock is right eventually.
Oh, for God's sake.
Anyway.
What did I not like?
Yeah, go on.
About Kingsman?
Yeah, why not?
Not much. It's a 5-star film. Or a 68-star film out of Sorry, 58 stars out of 60.
I don't think it's a 5-star film. I think it's a 4-star film.
I don't care, because this is my opinion.
Well, I gave you my opinion. Deal with it, bitch.
Nobody...
I really, really
So why isn't it 5 stars?
I just don't think it kind of... I didn't think it was tight like a... What, like a gas?
Like a tiger?
I don't think it was tight like a tiger. I mean, I really liked it, but I think all the best... Like, Matthew Vaughn's films always feel a bit cobbled together in a really nice way. In a good way. What?
What makes you say that?
In that it does feel a bit... like stuck together. It doesn't feel like one whole. I mean, it does.
Literally, where are you getting that from? I'm sorry. I mean, you've blown my mind. Like, this is complete new information because it's not true.
Okay.
That's what a lie is. New information that nobody would have thought of because it's not true.
Wow.
Cobbled together. What are you talking about?
I think that Stardust and X-Men First Class
Stardust,
and
definitely. I'm not a fan of Stardust.
You don't like Stardust?
No, I don't like Stardust.
What's wrong with Stardust?
Most of it?
Get lost. Yeah, I think they always feel a bit sort of thrown together in a nice way. You know what I mean? Like Skyfall. You get the impression that everything's kind of really well framed, and and it's let's go for a little like a classical feel.
Are you kidding me? Like well framed and stuff. Some of the choreography in Kingsman was excellent. Like
no, I'm not saying
the camera tracking and following,
feel...
and the kineticism behind the camera, like sweeping in and out and following different. It is incredible. It's amazing.
Yeah, I'm not saying that it feels. It just feels.
Are you saying different scenes like they don't feel like they properly flow, like they jump from locations to the next sort of thing?
No.
What are you talking about then?
I think that it feels like it's a film made by a man who's having a great time making a Bond film, as opposed to.
So I mean, you can get that vibe through watching the film.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean. I mean, you might feel that vibe, but
yeah.
I think you might be mistaken thinking that it's. I can't. You have to give an example. Like, I don't get it. Cobbled together. It was great. I mean, smooth. What?
What?
Like literally what?
Well, I was in the middle of telling.
Sorry, go on.
Well, I don't even know where I was up to. It just feels. It feels like.
You said it was like a guy having fun making a film.
I agree with that. You know what I mean? Like
no.
Okay. Like I don't know. It just feels a lot more loose. I don't know how to say it without just using those words. Do you not know?
I don't know.
Well, I'm sure you all know what I mean.
Okay, okay, fine. I'll throw out an olive branch.
I don't need your olive branch.
You will take my olive branch. The middle of the film, I thought personally, was a little bit slow.
Oh, but it's a 5-star film.
It's a 5-star film. It was all excellent. The middle was
slow? What bit? Why was the middle slow?
There was just a bit where it was like there were certain events where he wasn't in the Secret Service and he wasn't doing the different things and stuff.
Right. And that was slow for you.
It wasn't slow, it just wasn't really, it wasn't as progressive and developmental as other parts of the film.
You are just the problem with the modern day audience.
No.
If it's not action and fast paced and jokes, then God help my attention because it's going elsewhere.
Yeah. That's not me.
Okay.
I told you.
Yeah, I'm a big Bond fan, so I appreciate anything. Who? There's only us here.
I was making a point though.
Well, I thought you finished your points when you ended it by saying that's not me. When you talked about yourself.
Because you interrupted again. Anyway, go on. Fine.
Go on.
What was your point? What was your point?
I was just going to say that I'm a big Bond fan, and therefore anybody that, if I watch a film,
makes a love letter in such a nice way.
Which is exactly what this is.
Of course it is.
Yes.
Just like what's it called?
I don't know. It's a good job you said that so excitedly.
The camera.
Super 80s to Spielberg's work.
I read your blog. Don't worry.
Read it to you over there. Him.
Oh.
Or her.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
No, I don't think girls read that.
Well, watch this, you mean? They should do with eye candy like this. That
was funny. Yeah. Go on.
I really liked, and I won't say in what situation or circumstances, because this is I'm walking a fine line between not spoiling here.
Yeah.
Obviously, any character, no matter what happens, is going to have a final line in a film, whether it's a payoff, like a shoot in the head one-liner, or just whatever, or whatever.
Yeah.
I really liked Michael Caine's last words in this film.
Of course. Yeah.
So that was a bonus.
Yeah.
And I really like watching a James Bond type film starring Mark Strong, because Mark Strong should be a Bond baddie. So it's nice for me to just pretend. If Mark Strong's and like Colin Firth are on screen together, I can go, I'm not watching this film. I'm watching a
Sam
James
Jackson.
Bond film when I
Yeah,
blur
yeah.
my eyes, and Mark Strong is the bad guy,
Yeah.
as he should be in a Bond film.
I think we need to talk a bit before the time runs out
Go
about Colin Firth.
Okay.
He surprised me in this film, I think.
Yes. Do you know the bit in the church where he has a fight scene? I won't give anything away, but there's a
fight
fight scene
scene.
in a church which is mental.
It's
like,
insane.
It's brilliant.
It's incredible. It's excellent.
Yeah, and it uses Freebird. It's really good use of
By
music.
Lynyrd Skynyrd.
Yes. Do you know, bearing in mind that fight scene, yeah? Do you know what film he last had a fight in?
Bridget Jones' Diary outside the cafe.
Yeah, it was, yeah. Was it outside a cafe?
It was like a restaurant, wasn't it? Or
Now we have to ask, are you a massive Colin Firth fan or a massive Bridget Jones fan?
to be honest, I'm just a massive idiot because I just guessed that out of the blue.
Yeah, you saw her building to a
Just
point.
happened
It
to be
had to
right.
be
Yeah,
something.
I was trying to think like something funny.
Thanks for deflating my balloon.
Balloon.
Colin Firth, anything else you want to say?
He's amazing. Like I had no idea he was quite so limber for a start.
I
know?
think that was CG arms and legs. He was in an accident several years ago. Like with him.
Jesus, imagine. Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that noise means, but I'll just take it as a yes. He was. I can't fault him. He was excellent. Like
Do you know
he
who else?
obviously. Can you let me finish? He obviously plays his role very well because that's his usual role. He plays like the kind of.
Not.
No, you know his. It's just the scouse coming through there. He plays his kind of delicate, normal self, and he's got that in there. He's. What?
What are you talking about?
I'm just saying.
Name me another role that Colin Firth has been like this, has played.
Pride and Prejudice.
What the fuck does he... How's Mr. Darcy like this?
Because he's all very like he's very reserved and he's very. Oh my God! You
What,
don't
you mean
remember
like
the
he's a
conversational
gentleman?
moments? Yeah, exactly. He's a gent. Exactly. That this is.
Oh, right. Colin Firth played a polite man.
I haven't seen King's Speech either. He could have been.
I've seen King's Speech. He's quite rude in times in King's Speech.
Really?
He's not got much patience for some things.
Can you see
but
like a bit of a?
They become friends in the end.
Who?
Him and the speech therapist.
Right. Okay.
Him and his wife.
At last. Yeah. Fair enough. Well, I guess I'll stop there. But I was really shocked by him. I thought he was excellent.
What a revelation, Colin Firth. Who knew?
It's just I've not seen him in a lot of things. I've only seen him in things like
Bridget Jones. Bridget Jones 2.
Pride and
You watched it
Prejudice.
a couple times. Love Actually. That's a good one, isn't it?
It's not bad.
Four Winds and a Funeral.
I haven't
That
seen
was
it.
Hugh Grant. But I reckon you'd confuse them.
By watching it or just
By memory.
right? Yeah, no, probably. I'm just saying I haven't seen a lot of him. What I have seen.
Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy is in. He plays a completely different kind of spy. Completely different kind of film. If you've got this being a kind of like homage to the Bond films on a scale of spyography, that's what I'm calling it, the spyometer. You've got Tinker Tailor at one end and you got this at the other.
Yeah. Did you think he should be in a Bond film?
Colin Firth. He'd be a good Bond baddie, I reckon, yeah. Or like someone who works for
M.
MI6. Well, yeah, but they've got M now, haven't they? A new one.
Yeah, they
Imagine
thank
if they
God
got
for
rid of
it,
him
fine.
straight away.
Yeah.
Colin Firth just sitting
He's
there.
cheaper. Yeah.
Was the other M? No, he was too expensive.
Yeah.
He's gone.
He's N now.
And then M died. Hello, M.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all that is present in Kingsman as well, isn't it? All
It
like
is
the
with their sort of Arthurian.
Guinevere and
Yeah.
Arthur and Merlin.
I read on IMDb in the IMDb trivia page. This is the trivia. You might have to, you wouldn't have gotten this.
Mm.
Some of the
I didn't actually
Kingsman, agents
Yeah.
are named after people from the legend of King Arthur.
Really?
Really, Arthur, Merlin. Who knew? I didn't know
I
until
didn't
I
even
read
put that together. That's weird.
Wow,
Yeah.
blow my mind.
Yeah.
Which also is one of my favourite scenes in the film. Speaking of blowing my mind.
Well, yes. There's a little hint for those who've watched it already.
And
Uh,
a massive unsubtle hint for those who haven't.
Did you like Sam Jackson?
Yeah, I thought he was amazing.
Yeah, he was
I liked
amazing.
his lisp.
Did you like his
know
lisp?
he used to have a lisp in real life, hence doing it in this film?
No.
Yes.
That is not true.
It is. There's lots of things about Samuel L. Jackson that I can tell you that surprise you, mate.
We haven't got time.
No.
But, wow, every day's a school day?
Isn't it just?
I had no idea.
Anything else to say?
Give me one more little fact about Sam Jackson.
He was in some group in the 60s, like a political thing where they held their teachers hostage and demanded regime changes in the school.
I think I knew that one.
It used to be a junkie.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that one.
Well, there you go.
Okay, you got a whole pocket full of them, have you?
Oh, I have.
Excellent. All right, well, thanks for joining us, and we're going to go.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.